Hello my friends and welcome to Moto Archive. I'm Polo. Today I'm going to be talking about the lever guard kit for the Oxford OX705 handguard kit. Let's break it down. So the Oxford lever guard kit, this is the OX701 product from Oxford, and it is compatible with the OX705 handguard kit. So these are the lever guard attachments, and these are the handguards. The handguards are also sold, or rather this kit is sold without the handguard portion and sold as lever guards, and then you can buy the handguards separately. So I went, so on my last bike, which was a Husqvarna Vitpillen 401, I went and got some handguards here because I just wanted a little bit of wind protection on the hands. These got them, they're working great. They did work great. I have removed them from the Vitpillen and I kept it. And I was kind of in between selling it or keeping it for the next bike or whatever the case is. And I had actually forgotten that they convert to lever guards, and it's going to be perfect. I mean, I've never used lever guards on any bike I've ever owned before, but I figure that since I have this, I may as well use it. And this is very hard to find, as a matter of fact. So this I found on a website called thevisorshop.com. It's a shop out of Northern Ireland, in a town that escapes me right now, but they have a lot of cool stuff on their website. They don't have absolutely everything, but they have a lot of stuff and hard to find stuff, which is always frustrating. That being in Canada, we don't see as many motorcycle accessories as people in Europe, and in particular the UK see. So, but it's nice that to have that option. I've ordered heated grips from them. I've ordered a tinted visor that I couldn't find anywhere else from them, and it works great. It's not too expensive, ships fast. I think it's quite reasonable. In any event, let's get these on the levers now. First, let's do an unboxing of this and see what's inside and how it looks. Oxford seems to have a similar style packaging for just about all the products. That's all that's in there. Alright, what do we have? Looks like there isn't much to it. We have the actual guard attachment, can be installed on either side, and hardware, which in my last video I loved my analogy. Hardware is the Lego for men. Love it. There's literally no instructions. Oh, there is instructions. It's on the box. Pretty straightforward. Looks like it's 3 screws per lever. Includes spare screws and hex key. Meaning, I guess I should already have those screws in the kit. So, let's figure that out. Let's crack open this kit. These are the original handguards, which I've already spoken about, but we're not going to need these. This is what we're going to need here. Alright, let's crack these open. So there's a bit of damage here because I gotta admit, these things are not the easiest things on the planet to install or remove. I've already brought this up, but the cool thing about this particular spacer on this lever guard or handguard is that if you remove the spacer, so this space that remains is actually for bar end mirrors that Oxford offers. So it actually is pretty cool. I know I've already touched upon it, but I feel it's worth mentioning again. I mean, I like products that are made thinking about other products. Those things matter to me. So a lot of people get crash bar ends for their bikes if they tip it over. This is pretty heavy duty. I mean, the only complaint I had with this on my last bike, no matter how much this was cranked into the actual bar, there was a bit of play on the actual lever itself. So I gotta see if there's a way to get this super tight so that it doesn't move away from the lever. Let's get this in here. This looks pretty self-explanatory. There's a notch here, 2 holes here, one top, one bottom, here and here. Same thing, holes on each side, plus one in the middle for this here. Notch. Oh, guess it's not absolutely perfect. There we go. Snug fit. Pretty simple stuff. So let's just go ahead and use these screws in here. These are small screws, so trying to not mess this up. There we go. And then one of these shorty screws for the inner portion here. There's one down. Okay, let's do the other one. I don't know how much force would be required to break this particular part, but at least these side portions I think should be able to withstand a little bit more. Got to make sure that these are going to be super tight. Make sure that they don't move. As far as lever guard looks, I mean, I've never used lever guards in the past, so I don't know what's a good look and what isn't, to be honest with you. But the most important thing for me is that I was able to take an investment in one product and convert it to another, and I think that's pretty nice. We're gonna get these on the bike and see how that goes. All right, we're out here with the bike now to get the lever guard on. One important thing, so I'm actually doing this as a part of the heated grip install that I did. There's another video for that. Obviously, since I had to take off the bar ends anyway, a really good time to get this going at the same time. These bars are actually a little bit wider than my last bike, which was a Husqvarna Vidpillen 401. This expander was enough for the interior of the bar diameter, but on this particular bike, which is a 2019 GSX-R 600, I need to use this this attachment. So this one here is a little wonky because I had to like squeeze it to get it off the expander. It was a pain in the butt, but we're gonna get it in there, and then everything's gonna expand like it's supposed to. Yeah, see, already it's a pain in the butt. You kind of have to get the screw going a little bit to get this going here, because there are these notches here that go in between the interior spanners, so they have to go through the grooves. It's not going to work if it's not going through there. So you kind of got to get it going just a little bit. All right, so you can use an Allen key. I just happen to have Allen attachments for my ratchet. You got to be careful with this thing because this thing can tear up your skin. You can't tell, but if you twist around it too much, it cuts into your skin. So we're just going to get this going just a little bit. There we go. Now we got to get this in there. So as I mentioned, this is a little warped because, long story, but let's get this thing going. All right, so it looks like there's pretty decent clearance on this side here. I know for a fact there's going to be less clearance on the clutch side because the brake lever is adjustable. The clutch lever is not on this particular bike. That's more or less what it's going to look like. See, so that's like my main complaint that I had before, this little play here. I don't know why that is. So now we got the interior expanding. And that's the thing, this here is a semi-commitment. It is hard to get out. So if you're doing this, you got to be ready to commit at least in the short term because it's hard to get out. I had a similar issue with my last bike getting this thing out. It was a pain in the ass. So there's a little bit of movement, which I'm okay with, but yeah, we're pretty secure there. And if there's an impact, we'll find out how good this thing is. Let's go do the other side. Okay, here we are on the clutch side of things. All right, so again, we have the interior expander, the adapter, plus this little notch that's going to get pulled in, and then this gets expanded out. This locks in there. So let's get this inside. So as you can see, there's less clearance going on with the clutch side of things here. However,
it is enough. I was kind of worried to begin with, but that is going to cause the tip, I'm sure, of the clutch lever to wear out. So, but you know, whatever. You know, clutch levers are a dime a dozen. I mean, if they're a dime a dozen, why am I protecting with a lever guard, right? Not bad. Yeah, so that's what the control cluster is looking like right now. We got the bar ends here. We have the heated grip controls there. And yeah, it's looking pretty nice.
Thank you everyone for watching this video on the Oxford lever guard attachment for the handguard kit. As far as assembly, great. In terms of quality, great. And as I mentioned, I love products. I love companies that make products that can do many things, or at least can attach to many different things. In this case, one product can be either a handguard or a lever guard, and can also hold bar and mirrors if you wanted to as well. That there is really creative, and I think is really good for the consumer. In any event, I hope that this was entertaining for you and helpful in making a decision on either purchasing a product or considering certain applications for your motorcycle. If you like, please like. If you dislike, thumbs down. You're always welcome to subscribe and also ring that bell. And I'll see you on the next Motor Breakdown.